Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen right now. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2022, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your Monday Club video. We're going to look back at Saturday's home draw at the Den against Middlesbrough, and we're looking ahead to Wednesday's clash also at the Den against high-flying Huddersfield Town. But as always, let's wind it back to the weekend and the starting 11 that Gary Rowett picked to start the match. Okay, so one change was made from the game before Middlesbrough, which at the top of my head I can't remember. Tyler Bury dropped out and Mason Bennett came in to replace him. Oh, it's Blackburn away. There you go. Another 0-0 draw, as was Saturday. I think it was the right decision to drop Tyler out. Mason Bennett's been in great form until his recent injury or niggle, which he does get a lot, and it's the only thing that it does let him down. It's not his fault that he gets injured. He's not lying, but he is a little bit lightweight in that department. So Tyler Bury came in. Great goals for the club against Queen's Park Rangers, against Derby away. Two really good finishes. Confident youngster, but not been at his best against Reading or against Blackburn, and was removed in both games. It's going to happen. He's young. He's been projected or propelled, if you like, into first team contention due to COVID. I think he had a good loan spell at Hartlepool, and we don't want to burn him out. He is a winger. They can be in and out of games and a little bit inconsistent. So best thing now is protect him a bit and use him as an impact sub, although he booked Zach Lovelace on his stead, which I'll get onto shortly. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. Listen, I'll try and keep it brief about Saturday. Again, and this is the beauty of football and a fan base and the views that I get on my channel, that always different opinions. You know, again, the biggest plus I can take from that game, that in my opinion, from what I saw on Saturday, we went out to try and win the game. I thought it was a good performance. And there was a debate going on in that group chat, and Kenny said something very sensible. He said, if you was happy with what you saw at Blackburn, then how can you not be happy with what you saw at Middlesbrough? I thought we applied ourselves. As I said, the biggest thing I could take from that game is, which I've criticised Rout for in the past, is he doesn't go out and try and win football matches. And I thought that we did do that. I thought we had great interchanging passes. I thought we had great patterns of play, great movement. It's just our final ball, isn't it? Shots over the bar from Danny McNamara, Billy Mitchell, and a lack of control at pivotal moments from Benicofobie a couple of times in the first half, especially the one where Danny Mac put that beautiful little ball over. But I thought we applied ourselves really well. I thought we took the game to Middlesbrough. They're a good side under a good manager. They're on the up. And listen, they got spanked by Wilder's former side 4-1 in the week. So there's no way that they're going to ship another load of goals at the Den on Saturday. Fantastic atmosphere from our fans and from theirs. Fair play to the Boro fans that travelled. It looked like their end was full. And as we know, it's a fucking long old way up there to Teesside. So fair play to everyone concerned. I thought it was a good game. I thought we was on the front foot. I thought we had the better of it, despite them having the best chance of the first half, which was a free kick which bounced back off Bulkowski's bar. I thought they looked very dangerous on the attack, on the counter-attack, that is, with pace. And, you know, I've said that I thought we did well and I thought we was the better side. Now, I always refer to people I speak to. I mean, my best mate is a lot more positive than me in general, and he said, I thought Middlesbrough deserved to win it. Someone I know actually spoke to Chris Wilder in the Players Bar afterwards, and he said the same. He felt Middlesbrough deserved to win the game. And when I watched the highlights back, in fairness, all the first half highlights was all Middlesbrough. I didn't really see that from where I was looking at, but, you know, maybe I'm wrong. They did have good patterns of play. They did break with pace, but their final ball again let them down. And other than Bulkowski saving that, not getting to that one that hit the bar, I think he may well have done if he did hit the target. Other than that, they did flash a few nice balls across the box. They did get into good areas. We did defend very well at moments. And again, another clean sheet on the ball. And I believe that's 26 clean sheets for Bulkowski since the start of the season before this one. So the 2021 season. Up till now, it's a phenomenal stat. It really, really is. And at one point under Rowett, our defence did get a bit shaky. We did ship a lot of goals. You know, Bristol City away this season springing to mind. And we wasn't that team, was we? We never scored many, but we never conceded many. And we seem to be really lacking in that department. But we seem to turn that round again now. And we're back to our brilliant best at the back. And as you know, if you don't concede, you've got fucking half a chance of winning a football match. You just got to get the ball in at the other end, which is our problem. But again, Bradshaw was there, Ojo was there. You know, other players not in contention at the minute. Could we have got the win? Possibly, but let's not dwell on it. It was a good performance in my opinion. And the second half, I felt we faded a little bit, especially in the midfield. I thought Saville and Mitchell were absolutely outstanding in the first half, along with Danny McNamara. I think that the whole levels dropped throughout the team in the second half. I don't know if tiredness crept in, fatigue, the amount of games we've been playing. I'm not sure. But despite that, we actually had the better chances in the second. But despite that, we actually had the better chances in the second half. I will say, before I forget it, springs into my mind, the only criticism I've got of the day is, well, two. Zach Lovelace coming on for Tyler Bury, which I don't really get. Bury is tired, yes. He needs removing, yes. But I think he's at his best when he comes on as an impact sub, especially in a game and in a division where there's been a lot of games recently. And I didn't really see the point of bringing Lovelace on and putting him wide left. Felt he looked a little bit lost out there. I want him on the pitch, of course I do. I always press for our youngsters to be involved. But for me, Lovelace coming on wide left was a little bit of a strange decision. The other criticism is the Middlesbrough players rolling around the floor constantly. And of course, we'll throw into the mix, which is no shock, the fucking referee wanting to be all about him. It isn't about you, ref. And it just happens to us. And I try not to get involved in it, because I know a lot of people do, and the ref this, the ref that. It happens to us, it's always going to happen to us. But I didn't think it ruined it as a spectacle, because I think, if anything, that rolled our fans more. And as I said, in the second half, we was very, very unlucky. Murray Wallace, header off the bar, very unlucky, and an absolute carbon copy. I said it was a carbon copy of the goal Cooper scored against Sheffield United, and it wasn't, was it? I got that wrong, because that was a header back across. It's a carbon copy of the one he scored against Reading. And this is fine margins in football, because a lot of people left the den disappointed on Saturday, and I didn't do that. I thought it was a good performance against a good side, and at this point of the season, this is when our performances don't really matter. We've had 5, 6 very good ones in a row, and now we just need to try and, now there is that inkling, that small chance we could get to the playoffs. Now we just got to get it across the line at all costs, and that's the reason that I wasn't disappointed in Blackburn. Get up there, Operation Ewood Park, as I called the video, get the job done, get out, nick a point. But back to the Cooper chance, it was exactly the same as the one he scored at Reading, wasn't it? Jed hangs it up, he gets up, and I did back it. I did finally back it at 50-1. So, of course, it's not going to come in. Millwall to win 1-0, and Jake Cooper to get the goal. Gets the head on it. That then must have been reduced, by the way, dramatically over the last 3 weeks. That's due to us winning 2 of those 3 games with Cooper being the only goal scorer in 1-0 win. So that was down to 50-1. I did back it, and it's a fantastic save from their keeper. Gets up, his name escapes me, but it's a brilliant save from their keeper and claws it out the top corner. And as I said, that's fine margins in football. A lot of people complaining, that goes in, we're dancing in the street under Gary Rowett, we trust, and we're getting promoted. But it didn't go in, and I think if that does, people's mindset of the day completely changes. So look, we see the game out. Second half again, I can't really remember Bart really being troubled. I thought it was an even contest in the second half. I thought we shaded the first. On chances, I suppose maybe a point is a fair result. A good point in my opinion, and we're done and dusted. We move on to Wednesday's game against Huddersfield. Managed by Carlos Carbaran, they are currently flying. They sit third in the division, 9 points above us, although we do have a game in hand. They haven't lost a league game. I could be wrong, but I've checked this twice a minute ago. They haven't lost a league game since the 27th of November, when they actually lost at home to Middlesbrough. Other than that, they've been flying. The last 5 games, they've won 4 and drawn 1, which was last time out against West Brom. They was 2-0 up, wasn't they? And West Brom come back with 2 late goals and nearly won it late with Carlton Grant hitting the bar in injury time. They've also beat Fulham at Craven Cottage, which, as we know, is absolutely no easy feat along the way. And they'll be bouncing into South Bermondsey on Wednesday, full of beans. So this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. We've had games now. The Reading game, I said, and not just me, a few of us said, this is the exact sort of game where we'll go and we're expected to win now with a big following, and this is where we'll fall short. We didn't do that. We beat Reading. So everyone flipped it. And by the way, people moaning about day trippers. That you can't win, can you? People moaning about day trippers on social media. You probably were day trippers. Oh, the club don't get enough fans. Everyone's got to get down there and we don't get enough crowd gates. That's why we can't progress as a club. Then people come through the door and people go, fucking day trippers everywhere Saturday. It's going to happen. You can't have both ways. What do you want? Fans there or no day trippers and 13,000 fans? Great crowd Saturday. I'm hoping Wednesday will be a good one. Although it's going to be difficult because it probably will be on the red button and it's midweek. Not easy for everyone to get there. But yeah, going back to Saturday, that is exactly the sort of game where we get a big crowd there and then we let ourselves down, don't we? And the crowds descend and dribble away into the distance, never to be seen again until an FA Cup match against the Premier League side a couple of years down the line. But I don't think we did that Saturday. I felt that we did enough on the pitch and the atmosphere of the day for enough people to go, yeah, fair enough, we're going to go back again. We are still in the hunt, of course, and if we beat Huddersfield on Wednesday at the Den, then we will move within 6 points of them, and they're third. They was second. Only Bournemouth went back above them with a victory at the weekend against the team, and absolutely escapes my memory, although I did watch the highlights. You're probably shouting it at the screen. Put it in the comments below and I'll check them out later. I'm absolutely milking the shit out of it, but this is a game, and I know I said this against whoever we played on Saturday. My mind's completely fucking gone. Middlesbrough. Right. Scoreline. Millwall 1. Huddersfield 0. Jeb Wallace, specialist free kick, is going to keep the dream alive. So I'm going for a 1-0 win and Jed Wallace. So that is your lot for this Monday Club video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please be sure to check out the fan score predictions from the other boys at Lions TV. That goes out Tuesday at 4 PM. Yeah, I'm filming this all out of sync as usual. And if you think you know what the score's going to be, don't be shy to put it in the comments below. If you can't make the Den on Wednesday, it's too cold, you're an expat, you're skint, you're working late, then of course I will be live streaming from around 7:30 PM. I'll see you in beautiful South Bermondsey though. If you are going, please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.